Welcome everyone, Costini here with the Diablo 4 open beta, and I gotta say it was a pain to actually get it to run. It's taken me a couple of hours, issues with the queue mainly, but of course also issues with drivers, just getting the recording software to work, because if I looked at the settings, there is something that complicates the life of anyone that's trying to record the video game, and that is of course HDR. Now HDR looks amazing when done properly, and it certainly looks pretty good in this game. Especially because they do seem to have some pretty good calibration options over here when it comes down to it. Now, on top of that, we have DLSS. I'm using quality because it can be a really good anti-aliasing method if you're using quality DLSS. I've seen that in some other games. I did that in The Witcher 3 when they released it recently, or released the updated version of it recently, and it does look pretty good. Every other setting is set to max screen space reflections. We don't have ray tracing in the game at the moment. We do have HDR though, so that's nice. Now, class-wise, we have the Barbarian, we don't have the Necromancer, we have the Sorcerer, Rogue, and not the Druid. So these are the classes. These two are not available currently. Now, I am going to play the Rogue at the moment in the game. So I am going to go with the male Rogue. There are a bunch of customization options, but I am going to customize it even further. So we have 4 faces. There's a couple of things I am going to do. I don't really like a lot of the hairstyles that are available in the game, to put it mildly, so I'm just going to remove facial hair, or hair in general. Accessories, I am going to look to remove the markings, is over here. So just remove the markings, remove any kind of jewelry, right there, and get rid of that makeup right there. Just okay. Hair-wise, just gonna go for some different facial hair. That seems pretty decent. Let's go with that. It's a bit interesting what kind of colors we do have. Face and body. Let's go with dark brown, medium brown. Right. Crystal. Light green, medium green, dark green. Light blue, dark blue. Let's go with dark blue. Why not? Okay. So not necessarily as many options as you would like. And one of the things that I'm pretty certain Diablo 3 had was the ability for you to actually listen to the voice of the characters before you actually chose a character. Because a voice for a character can be a pretty significant factor when it comes to it. I'm going to go with the male Rogue over here when it comes down to it. Though, can I get rid of some of those scars? I wonder. No, it doesn't seem like it. When it comes down to it. So, jewelry, makeup. Alright. Let's go in next. Alright, finalize. I can enable hardcore, but I'm not going to do so for, well, basically the very first character. Well, I've played a bit just to get a feel for the controls, for the playstyle, but not really a whole lot. So this is the first proper character I'm going to be playing in the beta, try and reach the level cap. I'm not going to go with hardcore at the moment until I get a better feel for the game. Likely when the game fully comes out, I'll probably just jump in hardcore, but for now in the beta, I just want to get an understanding for it. So just gonna name it. You do have 2 difficulty levels available in the beta. You have Adventure and Veteran. There are 4 difficulty levels, but you do have a level cap in the beta, so you're not going to be able to experience the higher difficulty levels because you do need that higher level. Okay, so let's get going.
Sanctuary was never meant for humankind. It was forged as a refuge from the war between the high heavens and the burning hells. Instead, It became a new battleground in this eternal conflict. A secretive group called the Haradrim has kept mortals safe. But now this once powerful order is a husk of what it was. And centuries ancient creators have returned to claim the hearts of humankind. This is the story of their downfall.
So this isn't a pre-rendered cinematic, this is actually all in-game, because that's my character right there on the horse. There is actually a great deal of detail here, especially for a game like this. Blizzard seems to have gone in to put a significant amount of effort. I mean, it's not the best looking game in the world, certainly, but I would probably hazard a guess to say that this is probably the most visually detailed game that Blizzard has ever, or the most technically advanced game that Blizzard has ever released.
All right.
Find better shelter before I freeze.
So let's get going. I start inventory-wise with the bow and some daggers, but I can only use the daggers at the moment. That's what I start with. By the looks of it. So we got some wolves. Okay. Now, we start way over here in the middle of this particular area. Performance seems pretty good, except some of the transitions between zones, especially when you enter towns, the performance can drop by quite a bit. So more wargs to deal with over here. Certainly looks very different than Diablo 3 in a much better way.
Should clear out when the storm has passed.
So just some very basic looting.
Everywhere. Fangs in the dark. Ah! He bit me!
Careful! He's a wild one.
What's it to you?
Oswen, hush! I'm sorry, Wanderer. You've come at a difficult time. This madman just stumbled into town and started causing trouble.
Demons spilling from the ruins. Kill us all! Kill us all!
Ruins? What is he talking about?
Come, I'll explain. There is evil staring in the ruins to the north. That poor monk back there must have gone inside. Even a holy man like him was driven mad by whatever he saw.
These will keep you safe.
What's that? You say something?
If Devmir's taking up all the space by the fire, just give him a shove.
Fire's looking good, but I should watch it a little longer to make sure it doesn't go out.
We'll do what we can for him. Might have to keep him in the shed for now, though. He tried to bite off Osman's fingers. Nothing special about our little town, but it's home. Could you protect us from whatever is out there? We have nowhere else to turn.
I'm gonna kill whatever's in those ruins before it gets the chance to kill me.
Truly? Oh, thank you.
Alright, so we get to deal with some
I'm
demons.
sorry, it's a bit cramped.
Okay,
It's still better than a cave.
so now I can unlock some skills. I have 2 melee skills over here and 2 range skills. So I get Forceful Arrows, which can make enemies vulnerable, or I can get Heartseeker. I think I'm gonna go initially with Forceful Arrow as my initial skill. And let's start heading out in there, into the wilderness. So now I'm switching to the ranged combat style. I played the Demon Hunter in Diablo 3. That's the playstyle I'm going for. It does seem like there's certainly similarities. Like looking at skill line, just let's no. What's the? There we go. So we have these 4 skills here. Then 4 more over there. We get Rapid Fire, we get Penetrating Shot, Barrage. Now Barrage seems to have taken over the place of Strife from the Demon Hunter in Diablo 3. At least that's how it feels like. Then we get Shadow Stay, Caltrops, Dash, Smoke Grenade, Concealment, Dark Shroud. So we get a bunch of support skills over there called Imbuements, Poison Imbuement, Shadow Imbuement, and then Rain of Arrows. So we do still have that Shadow Clone, so we do get to make a decision over here. Personally, I probably would go with Rain of Arrows, but I guess we'll see. And then we can get decisions here. Like, it's basically the Demon Hunter, just with a melee build option. So we get Momentum, grants stack of momentum. Momentum increases damage reduction, energy regeneration, movement speed. Damage can close enemy with marksman or cutthroat skills. Each grants 10% okay. So attack speed benefit grants you precision. Increase okay. Increase critical strike damage per stack per precision up to a maximum of 20%. Alright, then victimize, lucky hit. So we got a bunch of these skills. And then of course we get the Paragon skills, which aren't available at this very moment. Now, you do only start with a basic skill, and of course you do need to level, so I'm going to need to get some levels in order to really be able to use skills. What I want to get is, of course, a Barrage, which will mesh very well with the Forceful Arrow that I have. Alright, level 3. So at the moment I am just going to spend another point over there. That's unlocked that particular tree. So if I gain another level there, I'll get that skill. Just gonna want to grind a bit. There is a boss battle by the end of it. I've just played a bit. I haven't really gotten further beyond this point. I just want to get a feel for the game. Performance seems to be pretty solid at the moment, but there's not really a whole lot going on here. So far. Oh, that's the exit, actually. I guess we'll see what happens when things get a bit hectic. Blizzard games have generally had some performance issues, like the engines they've used haven't necessarily been the best. Here there only seems to be a major performance issue when... hold on. I want to switch, because I find it easier to deal with it. So... hold on, I didn't save that. Okay. Right. Okay. We do have a dash move, or a dodge move. Well, I may want to change my opinion on that, on those controls actually. Right-clicking on things, like attacking with right-click, all well and good. Moving with right-click and interacting with it, a bit different. I'll change it once I do get another skill, so I need to spend a total of 3 skill points in order to get access to that. So your very first dungeon in... boom.
Demons.
Explosive barrels. I missed the pet that you could have in Diablo, Diablo 3. That would just pick up the items for you. Alright, that bow is probably not better than the one I have. The range playstyle may start slow. This feels very much like Diablo 3, just an updated version of that. Which is not necessarily bad, to be honest with you. I mean, Diablo 3 was not necessarily the best start of a game in a series. But it certainly did a lot better. Blizzard just didn't abandon it. Probably because they weren't able to monetize it in the same way. Okay, so now I've gotten Barrage. That's exactly what I am looking for. I'm just going to change these skills around and actually change those keybinds back to what they were. So I'll attack with the right click skill. Okay, let's see what we got here. It's not quite Strife, but it's pretty damn close to it. Okay. So those guys have been dealt with. Go over there. I hope to pick up another skill by the time I reach the boss. This difficulty isn't really that hard so far. We'll see what happens once we get further in. Okay. Another skill. Oh, we got the fallen. So it feels like a combination of Diablo 2 and 3 in some of the things. Like Diablo 2's feel, certainly, not necessarily gameplay. Maybe this is what Diablo 3 should have been like all along. Certainly atmosphere is a lot better than what we had before. Not the cartoon schlock we've gotten from Blizzard over the years. Don't get me wrong, Blizzard has always done cartoony graphics and they've always done them well, but the thing is, there's a difference between the style they used to have and like until WoW came along and then the WoW style and the more recent style that they've also adopted even with WoW. I would say in particular like the Hearthstone, well not Hearthstone, Heroes of the Storm, Overwatch style. Do we have a fallen? Nope. No resurrection for them. Kind of want to get another level actually over here. We'll see about that though. Just over there. Potion. I'm a bit damaged, but nothing too serious at the moment. Moving on. Healing well over there. Okay, nothing here. Ooh, creepy corridor. Alright, boss time. That's gonna be fun. I'm not concerned about his attacks. Though I still want to dodge them for obvious reasons. Seems pretty simple. It's a bit tricky getting the dodging off. Go. Leveled gained. Short sword as well, and we leveled up. Okay, I can improve barrage, and I think I will do so. Every third cast of forceful. Let's go with that. That's a way out. Anything else around here? I mean, we got the loot, sure. Pants. Alright, let's go. So that was the first dungeon. Yeah, it seems when you're transitioning between zones, there's a bit of an FPS drop.
You've returned.
Okay. Can get those.
The old ruins are clear. Your town should be safe now.
Truly. Ha! By the light, you are heaven sent. Oh, I'm so sorry. We haven't any coin to offer. But we have hot stew, good company, and...
Stay for a pint.
Wash out the taste of the stew.
We'd be honored if you'd join us.
To our savior!
By mother's blood, by mother's body, so shall you witness her glory before you die. Not ready yet. No.
They're coming! The whole damned village! Get up! Get up! We have to fight our way out! There! Take them! May the light preserve us.
Well, demonic cult.
Souls, all of you!
Kill them all. Okay.
lost now?
That was all of them. Right willing. Madman. Those heretics drugged me after I returned from the ruins. Just like you. I came to my wits and escaped. Tried to get inside the chapel, but it was locked and... What manner of evil is this? Petals? Of blood? They must have fed them to me. A blasphemous ritual. How did they learn this? Perhaps the answer lies in the chapel. They kept it locked up for a reason. The key might be on that woman who was leading them.
Well, we're fooled into thinking this might be a hub.
Cleanse the darkness in this place. Have a look inside, but hurry. I will prepare the torch.
Okay.
Blood petals, like the ones I was fed. Is this real?
Shameful. Our Father has granted you a path to salvation. And yet, you stray from it at every opportunity. You drink and gamble. You covet and steal. Shameful.
Sin is their birthright. My children. The lords of hell are coming to devour our world. Salvation lies not in the light, but in you. The faith has taught you to deny your heart's desire and turned you into a prisoner within yourself. Break the chains and discover who you were meant to be. Break the chains and be beautiful in sin.
Resist! Resist her temptation! Vani, it's me. I brought your child into this world.
of many. Go to the dry steppes and continue your preparations. Now, our true work begins.
You came to thank the light.
Not sure what I expected of Lilith. That was pretty damn gruesome. Expected, I guess, that she would do some horrible things, but that's a hell of a character intro, I gotta say. What are we doing here?
Looking for the town priest. He stopped sending tithes, and I came to find out why. As I neared the village, I sensed darkness around the ruins. I went to investigate. Found the priest's body. Demons. Foolishly, I took shelter in the Vesk and ate their food. You know the rest. You collapsed inside. I thought the darkness had swallowed you. I dragged you here and put this cursed place to the torch. What happened to you in there?
I saw a vision. A horned demon. She said the lords of hell are coming. She wanted to help the people survive.
Help them.
She called them her children. And they welcomed her like a mother.
Mother? No. It cannot be.
I must report to the cathedral. Listen, there is a hermit to the northeast. A man of questionable loyalty, but he knows of the forbidden. He might be useful to us. Bring him to the cathedral in Kyovashad, and you will be in the light's favor.
Lilith. Yeah. Well, guess we're going for it. Let me see what's here. The Lords of Hell? I think given the events of Diablo 3, she's lying a bit. Or is she? We don't know. We gotta also ask about the Nephilim. I guess we will see, we will get answers to those kind of questions eventually. Okay. Not too big of a deal. Though there's nothing here. Maybe not the best way to use that to stay in. That is a pretty good amount of gold that I just started with here. Oh, there's something there. Yep, a cellar. And where there's cellars, there are undead. Oh, that is... Okay. Well, let's see about that hermit's cabin. Guess we're gonna find our Deckard Cain of this game. Alright, I came that way. I wonder if potion quantity can be increased. Maybe not. We will see. So certain obstacles in the terrain. Feels a bit fluffy though. Like it's just there for no real purpose. At least for now. We'll see how that I'll see how that plays out in the long term. Alright, so I'm here. Almost gained a level. Materials. Crafting materials. So I need to find that hermit.
Road's blocked. Should clear up when the storm has passed.
Indeed. Okay. Did I just... Oh. On one. There we go. Equip that. Well, now I look like a rogue. Some issues when I entered this area for whatever reason. A chest.
Is anyone here? What are you hiding back here?
Short fangs. Young. Freshly turned. An easy kill. Further south than the others. They're spreading.
If you're going to trespass into my home, rifle through my things, then at least have the decency to join me for supper. I'm bloody hungry.
That's quite the story.
I wish it wasn't true, but it is. Why did I have that vision?
Thank those friendly villagers. They gave you the blood of Lilith.
The blood of a demon.
Not just any demon. The daughter of hatred. The mother of sanctuary. She was banished ages ago. But this world is her creation. It was prophesied she would come back.
What does she want?
That's the question. Sanctuary has always been trapped amid the eternal conflict. A war between angels and demons. But Lilith serves neither side. She has her own plans for us.
And me? Am I corrupted?
Not sure yet. But you two share a connection. What will you do about it?
Use it. Find out what she's after.
Good. Then we're in this together. Rest while you can. Then we'll start in Kyovashad. If we can't stop Lilith, we'll all be damned.
Okay, so we need to get to the cathedral.
This close to the city. Lilith's evil is spreading.
Indeed. Oh, you move up. Hold on a second. Crossbow. Interesting. That's what I want to see. See what's up here. Yeah, those performance impacts are real. Alright, some ore, iron. Okay, moving in here. Oh.
Never thought I'd live to see all this. The Angel Inarius. I'm sure you've heard the Cathedral of Light babbling about their Holy Father. Well, he's real. An angel walks among us. And when he learns that Lilith is here, blood will flow. They are ancient enemies. They'll drag the whole damn world into their feud unless we can stop it. Let's not linger. Kyovashad lies just ahead.
Well, they're more than just that, aren't they? Okay, let's take that second point over there. I'll gain more skills, a lot more skills once I spent 7 skill points. So how much have I spent? So I've spent 4 so far. So I guess I do want to start saving up those skill points or unlocking different skills that I can use. There's an objective over there. That's why I've had this way. Well, experience doesn't hurt either. It was a bit annoying those first few levels. Okay.
Be careful.
Alright, so we got an objective. Survive for just a bit. Okay, there's maybe... I'm trying to keep an eye out for the priests. Or the shamans, rather. 20 seconds. We are being overwhelmed over here. Oh, kill that one.
Saved my life.
Resources, good. Okay, that's locked off. Great views, though. Looks really nice so far. Just the atmosphere alone, the details that they do have. And look, outside of the performance drops, the FPS drops when it's transitioning between certain areas, like there, it does run pretty well. Like, it's maxing out the FPS on my computer. And although my computer is running pretty hot at the moment, that said, it's not necessarily a spring chicken of a computer at the moment. It needs some hardware updates, so. Which is difficult given, well, GPU prices are a bit insane. Alright, so there's the city. I wonder, so I have 6,000 gold. Okay, so next up I'll be able to get into, so Shadow Step, not necessarily so, slash with dash, weapon mastery, different skills over here, not necessarily sure I want any of these, dash maybe, but I wouldn't necessarily say so. Caltrops, obviously, Shadow Step to a certain like Shadow Step, I guess, would be one of the choices. Okay, let's see.
Hold. To enter the city, you must
We
first...
have no time for this. To enter Kyovashad, you must perform a cleansing ritual. It's a meaningless gesture, but some people take comfort in it.
How dare you!
Just let him through, lad. I've tried for years to get Lorath to do the ritual.
Fine, but this one stays.
I'll meet you inside.
Take a piece of holy cedar wood from the shrine and inscribe it with the sin which troubles you. Then, cast it into the brazier. As the fire burns the wood, so too will the light burn away your sin.
Anger.
Good. You must feel as though a great weight has been lifted from you. Welcome to Kyovashad.
Well, those guys look like the armored troops from the trailer. They're not necessarily them, but still, we'll see. Well, welcome to probably one of the capital cities in the game, Kyovashad. Decently sized, though, like all other Blizzard cities. It's not realistic at all, but still. Okay, let's see the apothecary over here.
Kettle's hot. What do you need?
Okay, we can get... So I can get, okay. Alright, so I can get an elixir, increases armor, thorns, and experience. Seems reasonable enough.
Ah, good batch there.
Okay. Resources.
So, what did you write on a little piece of wood? Something about hate or anger, perhaps? Well, it matters little, I suppose.
A horse! Are you going somewhere?
I'm off to the dry steppes in search of that pale man from your vision. I must know what part he plays in all this. But first, I need you to retrieve something of mine while I finish my negotiations. A merchant in the center of the city has it. Just tell him I sent you.
Okay. Lilith's return was prophesized?
There was a prophecy, yes. It foretold the rise of the prime evils, the return of Lilith and Inarius, the doom of our world. Inarius adopted the prophecy for his own selfish purposes, put it in the Cathedral of Light's gospel, and made it seem like he would be the hero to save us.
Well, to be fair, Inarius is the reason you all exist, so I don't know how I feel about that. Like, Inarius and Lilith, yeah, they're kind of Adam and Eve in this whole story. Maybe even more than that, really. Tell me of Inarius.
The Cathedral loves to go on about him. His imprisonment in hell, his valiant escape, his glorious return here, the world he created. But they never mention how being tortured in hell for a few millennia turned you into an ass.
Who the hell are you, my dude? What were the villagers doing in those ruins?
Sacrificing, summoning demons, honing all the wonderful gifts that Lilith gave them. Cracked hooves, sway back, cloudy eyes.
Okay.
This poor thing is practically crowbait.
Alright, let's see what we get. So we get the waypoint over here. Trade. Let's sell some of this stuff.
Anything else?
Yep. Versus what? It's not necessarily better than that. It's not better than that. What the hell are you on about, Gabe? Okay, we can't get that. 24 minutes, no stock delivery.
Ah, so the old man's finally decided to buy it back.
Knowing him, he didn't mention coin, did he? If he wants his weapon, you will need to pay.
Alright, how much? Ooh. Lorem's polearm. Tornade blade.
Wait.
Yeah.
The old man sold me this too. He said he didn't need it anymore, but I think he'd want it back all the same. No charge.
I had to pay for your weapon.
Apologies.
He also gave me this amulet. What is it?
The mark of the Haradrim. An ancient order of scholars and mages. sworn to protect Sanctuary from demons. These days, we are few in number. There is another Haradrim, Donan. His breadth of knowledge about demons is equal only to his hubris.
Sounds like he could help us.
You should seek him out in Skosglen. But don't forget about the cathedral. They'll be expecting you, and they might prove to be useful allies too.
You're not coming with me?
I'm going to the Dry Steppes to find out who that pale man is. Join me when you can, just be careful. Your ties to Lilith, the visions you see. You are the key to finding her and stopping whatever she has planned. Sometimes our paths in life are set to collide. We just don't know it. Whether it is by accident or fate's hand, there is nothing we can do about it. The wanderer lost in the storm, fed the blood of Lilith, saved by a lone monk. Different lives and incidents drawn together. By what? Destiny? Or some greater power pulling the strings? I did not know. But at the time, I thought I had the chance to protect humanity from the daughter of hatred. The Wanderer's connection to her gave me hope. Imagine that.
Okay. So, at the moment, I think... Alright, game. It's kind of funny to get that damn message over there. Okay, so let's get that particular skill. I mean, just getting skills is a bit of pointless. Okay. Like, actually upgrading them in the right order is more important. Okay, so we're here. Rings and amulets. Unlocks a player level 25, so that's the level we can get to. Alright, what is... Don't even know. The problem is... So I see the skill tree. Alright, that's where I see... Oh, okay, so this is where I see my level. Okay, so the world side quest. Rings and amulets, wardrobe, stash.
For 100 generations, Hell itself imprisoned Father Inarius, but they could not break him. He cast off his infernal shackles and returned to us. And now, he will guide the faithful along the path of deliverance.
The new militia recruits have been training night and day. They deserve a little praise. But I can't let them see me as soft. Mind giving them a cheer for me? Easy coin for you, a boost of confidence for the recruits, and I get to go on being the hard ass. Everybody wins.
Leave it to me.
Alright.
Well done.
Thanks. I hope they don't get used to it.
Alright. So we get to see emotions. That was a decent amount of coin. What does that do? Oh, okay. Welcome to the cathedral.
We were born in sin, children of darkness. But the Father's light can be sought through penitence and faith. Walk in the light. We must be ever vigilant against sin, brother.
Yes, Reverend Mother.
Let the light of Inarius burn away wickedness. Let not temptation lead you from his holy radiance. Let righteousness sear away corruption and sin. Cast out thy darkness, for only light must remain.
Cast out thine darkness, for only light must remain.
Is this the one from the west?
Yes, Reverend Mother. Did Lorath not accompany you?
He sent me on without him.
Putting faith in that old man was a mistake. What could possibly be of greater import?
Lilith.
So, you know. We have received word from one of our knights of a demon sighting in Gale Valley. The description matches too closely to the sighting in the west. If you would travel to Yelesna and take stock of the events there, you would have the gratitude of the Cathedral of Light. I had thought to send Lorath, but...
Again, he fails in his duty.
With or without Lorath, the will of Inarius shall be done. Here, take the knight's report before you go.
Reverend Mother, I received a report of a potential demon sighting. Horned woman near Yelesna Mines. Performed routine inspection, nothing yet. Sent in priest and escort of knights. We'll report in when we find something.
She is spawn of a prime evil. Mark my words, Nevesk was but the beginning. She will kill again. But our father, the angel Inarius, is prophesied to defeat her. Where there is faith, there need not be fear. His skill is unmatched. But as you can see, he's not so reliable.
It's not out of indifference. He went off searching for a pale man who accompanied Lilith.
So someone is helping her. How easily the souls of men sink to darkness. One of our flock, the watch commander, Vigo, sent word of a demon sighting. A girl claimed to see a horned woman. The risk is too great to dismiss. Seek him out. He should be well into his search.
Well, okay. We have our objectives. So, level 1. So we have all of these quests to do over here. I think... Okay, so that's over there. Those are the quests. I think the one here is probably the most natural one to do. The most logical one to do at the moment. Like, so far, I'm just gonna end it here, but so far, I like it. No lie. I mean, the only issue I've had so far is just like driver issues, performance issues, especially in the transitions, but here's the thing. It's a beta. Right now, it's March. The game comes out in what, June? And optimization of a game generally is one of the last things that happens in development. This runs pretty damn well considering that. Outside of like the transition FPS drops, everything's running to max, and I'm not quite pushing my computer to the limit because I would know it would get a lot hotter, the fans would be a lot louder than they are. They're not even running at full speed. Though granted, the areas I've been in, we haven't had the same kind of insanity that Diablo 3 could get to, and I do expect that level of insanity, just swarms and swarms and swarms of enemies. Or maybe they've chosen something different this time around. We will see.
Oh, glorious
I
Father,
would, however, like to know how in the world we got from the ending of Diablo 3 to this. Inarius free. Lilith being freed, well, we saw that in the trailer, but Inarius, that is a pretty big question. What exactly happened there? Although, with the Prime Evils defeated, it's possible Inarius just might have broken free. Although the Prime Evils will reform, I would be surprised if we don't see them here, at least one of them.
Say the damned snake. She keeps them on a chain around her neck. Damn her! Damn her! And I hope she burns for what I've had to watch.
Alright. Corsin here, signing out. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and stay tuned for more.